So we'll start with a few question and answers, and then whatever wisdom you would like to share with us, we'll be happy to.
I would like to hear somebody's experiences first, because when people share their experiences, many people's questions are answered automatically
Yes, sir.
when they listen to others' experiences. When you don't listen to anybody's experience, you have got questions. When you listen to others' meditating experience abundantly, all your questions disappear. Let us have a sharing of experiences. Let everybody hear others' experiences.
Yes, sir.
Patriji Pranam.
Namaskar, Baba.
Namaskar. It was so.
Just your name, where are you from, and yeah.
Yeah, this is Anjana. I'm from Mumbai. And right now I'm in Meghalaya, the abode of clouds. And just to let you know, because there was no network, we were traveling from Guwahati to Meghalaya by road. I could finish your transcript, the one you did day before. I did it in the pine forest. And Patriji just mentioned how beautiful it is to meditate in a forest. It was so, so divine. And just now I'm sitting in the lawn of the place where I'm staying, and it was lovely. Oh my God, I can't tell you. And the more he's saying that it is just dhyan, being with your breath, and your guru. Your breath is your guru. That's what it's a big realization today. I mean, there's no need to go anywhere. You just have to be where you are and be with your breath. Thank you so much, Patriji. I love you, and I love you, Shreyans.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I am from Kolkata, Vimla Saraf.
Namaskar,
And
Baba.
I am sitting. Yes, namaskar, sir. And I am sitting in the pyramid which you inaugurated in Kolkata in Safari Park.
Yeah.
And I am so blessed. I can talk to you, sir. And I am a participant of this divine group. I just wanted to talk to you, to see you and talk to you. That is why I raised hand. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I am blessed. I am always blessed. Thank you.
Right, Baba.
Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Namaskar, Patri sir. I have done this
Where are
JTT
you from?
course.
Where are you?
I'm from Delhi.
Okay.
I'm from Delhi, and I have done this JTTP course last this fourth JTTP course, fourth meditation course, and it was such a wonderful experience. Earlier I used to do a little meditation, but now it has become my habit to wake up at 5 o'clock, 5 in the morning, and doing the dhyana. And I just want to ask, I mean, I have a wonderful experience in meditative, realm.
That is an automatic process, madam. For example, you have your breakfast, you feed your stomach with your food, and you are going to the office. That food in the stomach is keeping you in the office. You are not eating every 10 minutes, no. So your meditation in the morning, that keeps you in the whole 24 hours, happily. It is automatic process. You don't have to worry about it. Just as you don't worry that once you have your breakfast, your stomach is fully, you are going for working the daytime in the office without any food. But the food is there in the stomach that is keeping you happy. So your meditation in the morning, it will make you happy all the 23 hours, rest of the 23 hours. Don't bother about that.
नमस्ते सर, मैं निशा चौधरी सिलीगुड़ी से बोल रही हूँ। सर बहुत अच्छा मेडिटेशन था। जब आप ग्रुप मेडिटेशन करवाते हैं तो बहुत जल्दी ध्यान चल जाता है, और सर पूरे लाइट्स दिखने लग जाते हैं, जैसे पर्पल, वाइट, हर कलर के लाइट्स सर दिखते हैं। और सर आज मेरा ये कुछ सवाल भी 2-3 दिन से यही हो रहा था कि हम जब मेडिटेशन करते हैं तो म्यूजिक के साथ ही क्यों करते हैं। और सर इतना अच्छा लगा कि
मैडम, after meditation, music is the most wonderful thing in creation. That too classical music, that too instrumental music for meditation. So when you combine the first and second, meditation and music, then that's wonderful. So I suggest always people music meditation. Music is meant for meditation. Afterwards only it is meant for music itself. Music is primarily meant for meditation. Krishna's flute is meant for you to become like a Krishna, a Yogeshwara. Everybody must become a Yogeshwara. Take the help of the meditation. Take the help of the music meditation. Take the help of the pyramid meditation. Take the help of the group meditation, forest meditation, full moon meditation. Take the help. When you want to go to Delhi from Hyderabad, you take the help of a flight. That is the technology available. Flight technology is available. Why should you walk all the way from Hyderabad to Delhi when there is beautiful technology called a flight? Somebody, Wright brothers, have discovered a technology. So there is a technology for meditation also, pyramid meditation, music meditation, forest meditation, full moon meditation, group meditation. These are all technologies. Use the technologies for better life, betterment in your every activity. हमेशा संगीत को इस्तेमाल करिए बाबा. Put some nice Ravi Shankar sitar music or Bismillah Khan Shahnai music or Allah Allah ka tabla, Zakir Hussain tabla, and just do meditation. Use the technology. So many technologies are there. Don't feel shy of using technologies. Every technology is meant for the benefit of the whole mankind. Similarly, we have got technologies for meditation, music meditation, group meditation, forest meditation, full moon meditation, pyramid meditation, samadhi meditation. Right? Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Rashri Parekh. Maybe we'll take one or two more sharing and then we can go with Q&A. Rashri Parekh.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Pranam, sir. Good morning, Shans.
Good morning.
Sir, jab,
Where are you from? We'll just say.
yes, Rajshri Parakh from Pune, sir. And we have been doing meditation with Shans since 1.5 years almost now. पहले लगता था मेडिटेशन क्या है, वो शब्द से ही बहुत उत्सुकता रहती थी कि ये क्या है, कितना कंफ्यूजन है, कोई कैसे बता रहा है, कोई कैसे बता रहा है. पर जब से श्रेयांश के साथ करना लग गए तो इतना इजी और सिंपल वे हमें पता चला कि इट इज सो सिंपल. और जब आप जितनी बार भी आप भी आए हैं मेडिटेशन में तो वो भी इतना सहज कि मेडिटेशन सो सिंपल और वो अपने साथ ही है, अपने ब्रेथ में ही है और कितना सिंपल है. तो ये जब ऐसे हम मेडिटेशन करते हैं, आई फील आपने इतना बड़ा गिफ्ट हम सबको दिया है श्रेयांश के रूप में. हमारे लिए एक बहुत बहुत बड़ी गिफ्ट हमारे पास है और हमेशा साथ रहे और आपका भी साथ बना रहे. आपको देख के भी बहुत खुशी होती है, आपका आशीर्वाद ऐसे ही मिल जाता है. और श्रेयांश भी हमेशा साथ है, बहुत हार्ड वर्क करता है, हमको इतने ब्लेसिंग्स खुद दे रहा है और इतने हमसे भी वो ब्लेसिंग्स प्राप्त कर रहा है. थैंक यू सो मच और बहुत 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 आपको प्रणाम सर. थैंक यू सर.
Pranam, Patriji. Pranam. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shreyans, good morning.
Morning.
I will just, first of all, thank you so much. The experience is just out of the world. And it was Patriji on Sunday morning at around 3:30. I just woke up. Generally, I don't get up so early. But I just woke up and I just couldn't sleep and I just felt, why am I wasting my time? Let me sit down for meditation. So I opened my mobile and I was looking for some flute music by you. And a lot of videos are there. I've done JTTP 3 Patriji, I have spoken to you earlier during those days of the last day of the JTTP 3, and I was looking for music, just the flute, continuous flute for about 1 hour or so. And while I was searching, I would open a video, and then some discourse would start. Again, I would switch it off and go to another video. Again, some discourse after a few minutes of flute. And then I felt I'm not getting what I'm looking for. I just want to hear the flute, nothing else. So I switched off everything. And as I was about to take out my earphones, my suddenly the flute started. I was amazed. I checked. I must have checked 4 times. I had not logged in anywhere, but the flute music was there in my ears. I'm getting all goose pimples when I'm recalling that experience. And I carried on till I think for another maybe 2 hours. It was daylight when I suddenly realized that I was still in the meditation. That was just out of the world. I checked my phone again. Have I logged in anywhere? Patriji, I had not logged in. And only you can believe this. This was the experience that I had Sunday, 3:30 to I think almost till 6:30. I was just in meditation, listening to the flute.
You expect a miracle and you will get a miracle, Baba. You don't expect a miracle, you don't get a miracle.
Ji.
Yad bhavam tad bhavati. You must deeply aspire for a miracle, and all miracles will happen. Right now, you are speaking to me is a miracle for me.
It's been a miracle for me, Patriji, since I've spoken to you last. I had this feeling that I'm going to connect. And आपने भी बोला था कि आप meditation करेंगे. When I sought for your blessings, I don't know if you remember, my husband is posted in Bhatinda. He's from the army. So I said, we are here for a few more months, maybe a year or so, and then we keep moving every 2 years. And I need your blessings that I continue in this path. And your words were, "Aap karenge, aap karenge." So that just, it just went in very deeply. And I bow my head to you, and I thank you so much, Guruji.
That was a real miracle, Baba, for all the people who are hearing this.
Right now, I'm too blessed. I'm too blessed, Patriji. Thank you so much. And I narrated this experience to my husband, thinking that, am I really feeling like this? And he was speechless. He didn't say anything. He just smiled. So that feeling that yes, it is believable. He believes. Yes, it happened.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kokila. Thank you so much. So we'll take just last 2 more sharings. Then we will go with Q&A. So Kokila Vora. Sorry.
I'm Kokil.
Sorry,
Kokil Vora.
Right. Roshni. Roshni and then Asha. Yeah.
Thank you, Shyam, for the opportunity. And a very good morning, everybody. Roshni Dodrachka from Singapore. Pranam Patri sir. And I just want to say I'm expecting and going through some difficult times. I just need your blessings.
Carry on with all the problems or frustrations. Keep to your meditation, ma'am.
Okay.
Your meditation is your support for yourself. You are supporting your life stream, your meditation. Do a lot of meditation.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
The more you do meditation, the better it is for you, for any person, all the way. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Roshni. Asha Nakrani.
Yes, sir. नमस्कार सर, आपको कोटि कोटि वंदन. एक्चुअली मैंने थर्ड JTTP किया था एंड उस दिन से लेकर आज तक सर ऐसा एक भी दिन नहीं हुआ है कि 3:30 या 4 o'clock आंख नहीं खुली है. एंड 2 hours का मेडिटेशन रेगुलरली हो रहा है. हाँ, कभी आधा घंटा या इधर उधर होता है. एंड देन इवन विजिट QLU. तो एंड सर एक्चुअली इफ यू रिमेम्बर आई वाज योर ड्राइवर एट अहमदाबाद.
Wow.
आपको एयरपोर्ट छोड़ने के लिए मैंने गाड़ी ड्राइव की थी एंड दैट वाज द बेस्ट, आई कैन से दैट विल बी एंड दैट वाज द बेस्ट डे ऑफ माय लाइफ. तो उस समय पता नहीं था कि आप, क्योंकि तभी JTTP जस्ट हुआ था एंड आई वाज नॉट अवेयर कि आप कौन है. बट वो जो 45 मिनट्स आपके साथ ड्राइव थी उसने मतलब पूरा थॉट प्रोसेस बदल दिया और पूरी लाइफ का इंटेंशन बदल दिया. अभी कुछ PMC के साथ में सेवा में भी जुड़ना हो रहा है एंड मेडिटेशन इज अ रेगुलर. मतलब एक दिन अगर मेडिटेशन नहीं होता है तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये दिन मतलब शुरू ही नहीं हुआ है. सो थैंक यू सो वेरी मच. और रोज रोज नए एक्सपीरियंसेस हो रहे हैं और जैसे आप बोलते हैं कि जैसे बिलीव करोगे वो होगा, तो बिलीव बढ़ता जा रहा है, बढ़ता जा रहा है. इवन श्रेयन सर, पहले आई वाज नॉट अवेयर ऑफ योर मेडिटेशन, बट आफ्टर QLU, आफ्टर कमिंग बैक फ्रॉम QLU, एवरी डे 1 घंटे का आपका मेडिटेशन हो रहा है एंड दैट इज सो अमेजिंग. और सबको लिंक भेज भेज के बोल रहे हैं कि ये भी करो, ये भी करो, ये भी करो. सो थैंक यू सो वेरी मच सर. थैंक यू सो वेरी मच फॉर कमिंग इन एवरीवन्स लाइफ. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Asha ji. And I think we all resonate with what you said. Sir ke presence se hi I've seen millions of people whose life has gotten transformed just with half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours spending with sir is so inspiring and raise your vibration so much ki from that moment the life is very different. It's like a rebirth. So
yes, sir.
So that's the beauty of being with a wise master and the evolved, enlightened master.
Yes, sir. And even I just remember when everybody was going to meet sir at airport. मतलब जो भी लोग हमारे साथ में थे, पर मुझे कार के साथ रहना पड़ रहा था because I was not, मतलब मैं कार को वहां पे छोड़ के नहीं जा सकती थी. But sir was waving his hand, मतलब वहां से. पर फिर कोई आया, बोला कि मैं कार की केयर करता हूँ, आप जाओ फटाफट. एंड द हग सर, मतलब वो वाइब्रेशन अभी भी मेरे हाथ को झंझोल देता है जो आपको हग किया था, जो आपका हग था सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू. थैंक यू
sir. It's about freedom. If freedom is about doing what we would like to do, we as humans, many of us are not able to do everything we want to do, whereas animals seem to be very freely are doing, so are by any way more freer than us. Or is it more of our bindings that stop us from doing?
Animals are their natural selves. They don't have to exercise themselves to practice freedom. They flow with the nature automatically. We should also learn to flow with the nature automatically, just like animals. That's what we have to learn from animals and children, babies. Babies cry, babies laugh. They don't care for what others are seeing or not seeing. If they want to cry, they will cry. If they want to laugh, they will laugh. So, when a baby is around in your home, you have to watch the baby and flow similarly, as freshly and as naturally as a baby or a pet in your home, as an animal in your home. We have to live with the animals, to observe the animals' behavior, and that behavior will automatically infuse into ourselves. It becomes our own second nature. And when you are practicing freedom, always understand when you become an adult that everybody else's freedom is also there. You are not the only person practicing freedom or wanting freedom. Everybody wants freedom. Your mom wants freedom from you, your dad wants, your wife wants, your children want, everybody wants freedom from you. They want their freedom intact. So you must give equal respect to everybody's freedom. That is enlightenment. As you claim your right for your own freedom, of speech, or thought, or action, everybody has got their own right for their own freedom of speech, thought, and action. So you have to be mightily enlightened to allow everybody else's freedom. Freedom of their thought, freedom of their action, freedom of their speech. You can't say, I will have my freedom, but you will not have your freedom. No way. That's very, very, very clear. I have my way, but I can't bear your way. No. You are one among many in the society. And everybody's fundamental right is freedom. Freedom to think, freedom to express, freedom to react or interact or act. And you have to do pronounced everybody's freedom. Like this. The more you are aware of the freedom of others, then others will also become aware of your freedom to be yourself. It's a lot of give and take, not take and give. Take and give is business. Give and take is enlightenment. So your question is wonderful. Animals, you have to copy the animals. Dattatreya has done from 24 animals. From a cat, from a dog, from a horse, from a turtle, from every animal has got something to teach you. From a peacock, from a bird, from a fish, from a monkey. You observe and learn. Whatever you observe, you become like that. Whatever is your viewpoint, you become mature in that kind of viewpoint. You practice that viewpoint. Babies you observe. Live with babies. They're so very wonderful. Animals and babies and enlightened people. You know one of the definitions of enlightened people? Gnani bala unmattavat. Gnani bala unmattavat. A gnani is like a child, a bala, and unmatta means a madman.
Okay.
Gnani bala unmattavat. There is a definition of a gnani. He is always like a child. He does not bother about others. What the society thinks, what the parents think, the child is not bothered. He wants that ice cream, that's all. He will make earth and heaven the same for that getting that ice cream. Or unmattavat, like a mad fellow. Imagine a stone in a madman's hand. We don't know where it goes. He can throw on anybody the stone. So gnani bala unmattavat. That is the statement. We can say bala pashu unmattavat. Pashu means animal. He's like an animal. He's like a pashu. He's like a bala, like a baby. He's like a unmatta, like a mad fellow. Gnani bala pashu unmattavat. We can add this pashu.
Wonderful, sir.
That's it.
So just an add-on, sir. So then the relationships, while they seem to help us learn, but they also seem to take away freedom. I mean, is the children and then the animals don't have any of those? Is there one mindful of any of them? Whereas in humans, it seem to be taking away.
There is no mother and father in the animal kingdom. Although
Yes,
they
sir.
have a mother and father, there is no mother and father in their minds. They are free of their minds. Animals are free of their minds.
Everyone.
Human beings are blocked by their own minds. The body is the same, but the mind is different in an animal and in a human being. The mind wants its own freedom. It wants every freedom. That is the mind. It wants its own freedom very, very badly. For else's freedom. See the freedom of Hitler. For his own thoughts, he wanted to kill the whole mankind brutally, gas them, put them in gas chambers. He doesn't care. He wants German supremacy. Kill everybody, all the Jews, massacre them. He wants his own freedom, his own thought, his own action. He loves it so much, he doesn't care for anybody else. Enlightenment means caring for everybody else's freedom as much as you care for your own freedom of action, thought, and your own expression. Humanity has produced a Hitler. No animal produced a Hitler. No animal kingdom produced a Hitler. Yes, Chandra.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that explanation. Jnani Bala Pashu Unmatavat. Wonderful, sir.
So, yesterday was Women's Day. So, happy Women's Day to all who have joined today. Sir, you always say that Pyramid Future Society's movement is dedicated to women. So, tell us more about women on Women's Day and what we learn, what as a humanity or as a mankind we need to learn from women and the special qualities about women.
Who does not know about a woman, Baba? Nobody needs to be told about a woman. We all have come from our mothers.
Right.
Our mothers are our gods. Just think of your mom and you have understood the whole womankind. All moms are the same. All mothers are the same. Womanhood especially means motherhood. A woman is made for becoming a mother. A woman always wants only motherhood. He doesn't want to become Birla Tata. No woman wants to become Birla Tata. A woman wants only to become a mother. In that motherhood, everything is there in the womanhood. And we all know our mothers, respective mothers. How they have taken care of our lives when they were children. How they fed us in the mouth. They dressed us. They washed us. If you want to see the greatness of a woman, any woman, just think of your mom. That's enough. No other commentary is required. Baba, कोई व्याख्यान की आवश्यकता नहीं है. Just think of your mom. Everybody has got a mom.
Yes.
Even if you are not raised by your own mom, some stepmother is there who has raised you. Same as mom. Whoever has raised you is a mom. Think of your mom and you have seen everything of a woman. A woman is literally God. A mother is literally God. Only one thing about one tippani I have to make. Let no mother put meat in the mouth of the child. That's all. No mother requires any meditation. But they should not put meat in the mouth of the children, babies. That's all. I remember when I was having some problem with my body, some fever was there. My mother took me to a doctor. And the doctor has prescribed cod liver oil. So she tried to put cod liver oil in my mouth, my mom. It was very, very awful for me. I couldn't take it at all. But my mother was giving me. I had to take it. I was a child. Although I didn't like it, my body didn't like it, that cod liver oil. to rebel against it. My mother gave it to me. I can't help it. I don't want any mother to do it. How can you put a cod liver oil in the baby's body, baby's mouth? My mother didn't know. She only blindly followed the doctor. That should not be there. No animal product to go into the human's baby's mouth. That's what I want every mom to take care. That's all. You don't have to do anapanasati at all. You don't have to activate your third eye at all. You are already a mother. But don't put meat, don't cook meat at home. If you have to be a right mother. My mother did a wrong thing to go to a doctor, and the doctor gave a wrong thing that I should have cod liver oil. That cod, that fish is not meant for me. It is meant for her, its own self. To take out the liver of the cod, make it into oil and then give it to me. How horrible it is. It is like Hitler. Well, this is my suggestion to all women, all mothers of mankind. I bow down to your mom's hands.
Thank you, sir. I bow down to all.
Chandrasekhar, I bow down to your mom.
Right.
What a great sight to see anybody's mom. Can there be a greater sight than see a mom? No. There is no other greater sight than to see a mom. That is the fulfillment of life. When you give a birth to a child, that is the fulfillment of life. Life wants more life. And woman gives that. A woman should be always happy with herself in the as is well is condition. No meat, that's all. That's what is required.
Right.
Thank you, Shreyans.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. So tell us something more about law of paradox. I remember a conversation with you in Hyderabad and you were discussing the law of paradox. So, and we all face paradox in our lives. And so maybe if you can explain us, it will give us some clarity.
Oh, wherever you concentrate, you will find a paradox.
Right.
Is a human being good or bad? If you want to see good, you can see a Himalayan amount of good in any human being. If you want to see bad, there will be a Himalayan amount of bad from your point of view.
Right.
Oh, he is like that, Shreyans is like that, Chandra is like that. He is good for nothing. It all depends. So that's a paradox.
Okay.
Many people are there who say meditation is a wasteful time. They don't know what is meditation. But meditation is the ultimately wonderful thing. In every department you will see opposite views. And they are right. Opposite views are right. For those people who don't do meditation, meditation is stupid. They are right in their comment. My father used to say, "Hey, why are you practicing music? You are wasting your time. Music will not give you money." My father was against my investment of my time in music. And he was right from his point of view. That is the paradox. My mom was encouraging me in music. My father was against my investment in music. Who is right? Both are right. My father is right from his own point of view. Music will not give you money. Of course, that's correct. And that which doesn't give you money is a useless activity for you. From my father's point of view. From my mother's point of view, music is very important. She saw to it that I am into music. So we live with the mother, we live with the father. That is the paradox. Matru devo bhava, pitru devo bhava.
Right.
Both opposite views. We live in such a society, Baba. Wherever you turn your mental attention, you will find a paradox.
Right. Right. Like even time is a paradox or death is a paradox.
a beggar makes some money where you are on the road. Should you give or not? If you are giving, you may be encouraging that beggary. If you are not giving, you are not compassionate. So which is correct? Which point of view is correct? Depends upon the person.
Right.
So then how do we decide at that point, sir, what to do?
You do whatever you want to do, yeah. For me, as I say beggar, I don't give any money to him. Although I don't have any money in my pocket. Even if there is money in my pocket, I won't give to it. Because I won't encourage it. That is my point of view. Which is, and so many people are there who are always giving some money to some beggar. Who is right? Both are right. From their own points of view, they both are right. That is the paradox.
Right.
From their particular points of view, both are right. Everybody is right. That's the great paradox. Spirituality is full of paradoxes. Should you sacrifice yourself for that? Yes or no? Why should you sacrifice yourself for others? Why should you not sacrifice yourself for others? So always there is yes and no simultaneously for any question. That is the paradox. When you understand the paradox, you understand the human situation.
Yes.
You understand the human mind. You understand truly human life. There is no paradox in the animal life. There is paradox only in the human life. Both opposing views are simultaneously correct, depending upon the view that you take. In the quantum science, which proton, which electron is going to be collapsed, depending upon your view. We don't know which situation is going to be collapsed. Depends upon your situation, your particular viewpoint in that particular time and space and situation. According to your own free will. That is quantum science. Which particular collapse is perfect? Anything is okay. Everything is okay. Anything is okay. All opposites are, all alternatives are same. That is the paradox.
Yes.
You can kill all the animals. Hitler is also okay. What to do? We have to make that statement. Hitler doesn't do in his knowledge, he does in his ignorance. So, an ignorant man is like that. We can't help it. And he's right. So, the paradox gives righteousness to everybody, including a Hitler. That is the paradox. How can you give a righteousness to Hitler? But paradox gives you. So much about paradoxes, Baba.
Right, sir. So you always say death is a laughing affair. So tell us more about it. But we cannot ignore death. So even that is a paradox. So tell us more.
You have to be careful not to die, and you have to be very careless to be ready to die at any time. That is the paradox. Pyramid masters are perfect in paradoxes, understanding. I would define the pyramid master who is perfectly able to understand all the paradoxes. And if you are not able to understand any paradox, you are not a pyramid master at all. You are not mature at all. You are an immature fellow. All paradoxes must be understood. Then only you can become a pyramid master, a member of PSSM. संसार में निर्वाण कैसा हो सकता है बाबा? हो सकता है. That is the paradox. संसार में ही होता है. जितना संसार के बिना होता है निर्वाण, संसार में ही उतना ही होता है निर्वाण. That is the paradox. In our ordinary life, we are extraordinary. That is the paradox. In our extraordinary life, we are very, very ordinary. That is the paradox. Strange is like everybody else. Strange is not like anybody else. Paradox. Your mom is like any other mom, but your mom is most special mom. From your point of view, actually, she is a special mom. Nobody is like your mom. So which statement is correct? Both are correct.
Right.
A pyramid master is a person who sees paradoxes everywhere. He is happy with all the paradoxes, not confused by them.
Right.
He takes a daily bath in the paradoxes.
Right.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, sir. So tell us more about some knowledge about the angelic kingdom. I mean, we all know about plant kingdom, animal kingdom, mineral kingdom, human kingdom. Uh, just enlighten us about angelic kingdom.
There is a great parallel angelic kingdom, Baba. There are archangels out there. Mighty angels are there. And small angels are there. They take care of the nature. There are two entities, Purusha and Prakriti. Prakriti is the department of angels, not Purusha. Not a soul, human soul. No, human soul is the Purusha. Angels can't interfere with the Purusha kingdom. They manage the Prakriti kingdom. They are the people who take care of everything in the Prakriti, everything in the nature. See, if a car is running, there should be a driver. If you see a car moving, can you see the driver in the car? You can't see the driver in the car. You see, but the car is going. But without the driver, the car cannot go. There is some driver in the car. So the whole nature, the sun, the moon, the earth, the ritus, the rains, the clouds, how are they happening? Who is doing them? That is the angelic kingdom. Without the doer, the deed is not there. Who is managing the rain? Who is managing the earthquake, tsunami? Who is behind those? That is the angelic kingdom. They are perfect in their work. And they can interfere with the human kingdom. That is the whole thing. Creation does not allow interference. But if you beg for help, occasionally angels will come and help. After a lot of consideration. Angelic kingdom runs the whole mission of nature, Baba. What a big thing nature is. How many universes? How many planets? How many cells? How many atoms? How is the atom running itself? Run by itself? Angels. Every atom is run by an angel. So how many angels are there? Every planet has got its own planetary angel who looks after the affairs of all the planet, overall management. Which plant should be there, which plant species, which animal species. The whole overseeing of the whole nature is angelic kingdom, Baba. We bow down to the angel kingdom. And occasionally we can seek the help of the angelic kingdom by earnest request.
Thank you, sir. Friends, we have a WhatsApp group. Those who are new to this group or those who want to become a part of a WhatsApp group, may please share your number and we'll add you to the WhatsApp group. It's an admin-only group, so you can please share your number and we'll add you. So next question is, maybe you can tell us something more about individual souls and group souls. Like in animal kingdom, you say they are group souls, and in human kingdom, they are individual souls. So how does it happen, and how do they operate differently?
There is an individuation of the group soul into an individual soul. When you have a dog as a pet, the dog for the first time will have an individual soul. And it comes into the human being. It has a human body now. When you domesticate animals, that's very important. when you show compassion, love, interaction with your animals, they are graduating from the group consciousness into the individual consciousness. And a human being is stuck up in individual consciousness. I and me, I and me, I and me, I and me. That has been created in the domestication process from the animal kingdom. Animal kingdom doesn't have I and me, but in the domestication process, I and me comes. That is, the individual begins to exist, be created, individual consciousness. Now this I and me has a long innings in the human kingdom. But when you become enlightened, you again regain your group consciousness. You become a member of a group, a Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Now all people who are enlightened, human beings, they belong to some group or other, where there is no I and me in a group, but there is only group's objectives are there. So as an enlightenment, at the time of enlightenment, you again regain another type of group consciousness. You have to read Peter Richelieu's A Soul's Journey to understand this concept, Baba. I recommend that everybody read A Soul's Journey by Peter Richelieu to understand about the angelic kingdom, the group.
Soul's Journey by Peter Richelieu.
Yeah, to understand about the angelic kingdom, to understand about the group soul, individualization, all these things. Very, very great book.
Right.
My wisdom is only from that book. All my wisdom is from all the books.
And sir, we get it on the platter. You read all the books and you share that wisdom, and we get it on platter. And that's amazing for us. And
You don't get
and-
wisdom,
and then
you get only information on wisdom.
it's amazing. Yes, sir.
You don't get wisdom, you get only information on wisdom. When you work for it, then only you will have wisdom.
Yes. Right.
You must work for it.
Right.
You must make your own
So, sir,
atta.
how does the
You must make your own roti.
yes.
अपने आटे को अपने ही पीसना पड़ता, रोटी बनाना पड़ता, तवा के ऊपर गर्म करना पड़ता. Your mom keeps you roti in your mouth, then you are not enlightened. You have to make a roti by your own hands. So there is no way that others can give you enlightenment. No. You have to work for your own enlightenment. Others will give you information about enlightenment. That's right. That's fair enough.
Right. Sir, tell me, in group souls, how does the law of karma or works? Because it's a group consciousness.
It doesn't work. There is no law of karma in a group soul, animal group soul. Human group soul, law of karma exists. They are not an animal group soul. Law of karma has its existence in a human being, not in an animal being.
Okay. Just tell us, desire causes suffering or celebration? I mean, is it good to have desires? It's not good to have desires.
What can I tell about a paradox? Whatever I say, you can negate it. You can take the opposite view. So what view would you want me to take? I can't take any view when you are aware of paradoxes. I can't answer any question this way or that way because I am aware of the paradox. Should the desire be there? Yes or no? Yes and no. It's not yes or no, it is yes and no. Or no and yes. Whichever way you prefer. Either it is yes and no or no and yes. Or it is yes and yes and yes and, or it is no and no and no and no. Depends.
So give some examples. Like how?
I forget your original question.
the desires causes suffering or celebration, and we all came
Yeah.
as creators. We all want to create something.
Desire for a drink,
but-
desire for alcohol.
Yeah.
Will it give you suffering or celebration? Everybody wants to celebrate, wants a drink.
Right.
They want to go to Goa and celebrate. Or they'll bring the Goa in their home. Booze throughout the night. Celebration. अरे हो जाए यार, क्या करेंगे, ऐश करेंगे, हो जाए. Alcohol, is it good for the body? No. But if you think it is meant for celebration, it is meant for celebration. He will continue to celebrate until he sees the disadvantages of it. As long as he sees the advantages of it, he will celebrate. He will have booze. Once he begins to see the disadvantages, then he will stop it. The desire for alcohol, is it good or bad? Is it celebration or it gives you suffering? You know the law of diminishing returns. Have a jalebi. You are very hungry. Have the first jalebi, gives you a lot of happiness. Second jalebi, 90% of that happiness. Third jalebi, 60% of that happiness. 10th jalebi, you will vomit. It gives you suffering. The law of diminishing returns works everywhere. In the beginning, it is celebration. In the end, it is suffering. Anything, including jalebi or alcohol, including money also. When you are unemployed, money is a very great thing. But when you are a very rich person, your own money gives you suffering. Your own money has given you suffering. Somebody cuts your throat and take away your money. You have lost your life because of your money. You had some gold in your pocket. The fellow cut your, he wants the gold in the pocket. So you lost your neck because of your money, attachment to your money. So money gives you pleasure or celebration or suffering. Law of diminishing returns works in every department. The same thing which gives you celebration, in the end it will give you suffering, excepting for meditation. In meditation, this law of increasing returns. In anything of the world, it is law of diminishing returns. Please understand the law of diminishing returns in all worldly affairs. Please understand the law of increasing returns in every spiritual affair. Every time you teach meditation to other friends, you will have increasing returns.
Yes.
That's why you keep doing it. More and more, more and more, more and more, more and more, more and more. But if it were a only worldly affair, it would have given you a lot of suffering. In the worldly affairs, law of diminishing returns works. In the world of spirituality, law of increasing returns works. That's why you want to, every lifetime you want to be like a Jesus. Although you have had 100 lifetimes as a Jesus, you will have 101 lifetimes also as a Jesus. Increasing returns. Thank you, friends.
Yeah. I have a question to Patriji. He just mentioned something so beautiful about motherhood. I am single. I lost my father when I was still in college. So I decided to be there, to be there with my mom. I feel like a mother to many, many children. But do you have any advice to me, Patriji, please?
What advice?
I mean, it's perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you, Patriji. Thank you so much.
Advice is possible only when you are imperfect, not when you are perfect.
Thank you. I love you. And I want to meet you, Patriji, someday. I've been telling Shreyans that I would love to meet Patriji.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, all the participants, for joining today. Chandra, last words from you, closing words from you, and then we can end the session.
Always wonderful to have Patricia answer differently for different question. Like when you asked the paradoxes, I was looking for something else that I heard. But today, Sir gave a completely different angle around it and then expanded the law of paradoxes to everything in life. So always grateful, sir. It just enriches us so much. And it's, I think, a real, what should I say, very, very grateful to you. And it's, I think, very fortunate to be with a living grandmaster like you, to be actually walking the path with you, sir. That's really all I'll say. So one last thing I would want to ask, what is the book that, any latest book that you recommend to us, that you're reading? Your latest book that you're reading.
Yeah. This is the latest book I'm reading. This is called as Mastery of Consciousness. By Mastery of Consciousness by Nandiji.
Okay, sir.
I got this book in Raipur. Very great book by very great master. I have read only a partly, but that's more than enough for me. I am going to complete the book in another couple of days. It's a book about Siddharths. Siddharths are perfected people from South India. This man went to the West and taught meditation to many people. This is a new book in my hands. Mastery of Consciousness by Nandiji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. You asked the question so that I can show this book to everybody.
Yes, friends.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time, and looking forward to these Tuesdays. I love so this Tuesday, every Tuesday we have a wisdom sharing by Patriji, similar timing, and every time we have it, we always share on the group. So we'll be informing you, but just remember it's there every Tuesday morning. Sometimes it's morning 6 to 8 or 6:30 to 8 or 7 to 8. So looking forward to see you all again on next Tuesday with Patriji. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Shalini. Thank you, Chandra, all for joining and co-hosting it all together. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.